What is up guys, this is Nikolai, also known as ItzNickers, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. In this video we are going to be continuing building this capture the flag map. In the last episode we finished up this castle you see. I'm gonna do these spin around buildings, the slide view here. On pretty much all the episodes in this series from now on, because I really like this kind of slow motion flow around the building, so you guys can get to see what we have built so far. And this gives me also an opportunity to talk to you guys what we have to do and what we still have to do, get done, and what we have done. So one of the first things I wanted to do in this episode was I wanted to make the square you can see around, the pink square around the castle. I wanted to make it 75 by 75 instead of 50 by 50, simply because the castle is pretty big compared to the square. We might have to make the square even bigger, maybe 100 by 100, I don't know yet. So we'll have to wait and see, but that's the first main thing we're going to do. The second main thing I wanted to do in this episode was I wanted to build, the main tower in the middle, if you could say that, the main house in the middle of the castle there. That's gonna take pretty much up the whole episode, I think, because that's really one of the biggest, features in this map, and it's one of the builds that requires the most detail, if you can say it like that. So I think that's the only two things I think we can get to do in this episode. We might do some other stuff if we have time. We still have to do the lake around and do some little landscaping, but it comes after. You just have to get the big main structure in the middle, get that done. But that's pretty much everything I wanted to say in this little quick intro, so let's just jump straight into this tutorial, or this let's build. Okay, so before we do anything else, the very first step is going to be making this square right here where the castle is. Make that 75 by 75 blocks, and I don't think I'm gonna put that on video, simply because it's just me counting 75 across here, or this is me counting, and it's not really that fun just seeing me go 1 2 3 4, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna skip that, but I'm just gonna make it 75 by 75, so it's gonna be a little bit bigger than this one, because this one is 50 by 50, so it's about half of this square, and it will go across to here, and then a little bit more of this square, and then half of that square as well. So that's basically what I'm gonna do, and I'll be right back when I'm done. Okay, so as you can see right here guys, the whole square has been made 75 by 75. I think actually I made a little mistake because I tried to use world edit, so I think it's 76 by 76, but I couldn't be stuffed changing it, and it's all even anyway. All of them are 76 by 76, but that's fine. But other than that, this is a perfect size, I think, for this castle. So I think what we're gonna do now is try to complete this inner tower in here, if you can say it like that. So that's what the next step is going to be. I'll just go ahead and get all the materials I'll need, and then we'll start building it. Okay, so I think I got all the materials we're gonna need. As I said, I don't know if we're gonna put it all the way into the corner here, or we're gonna take it a little bit out, but I don't know really yet, so I'm just gonna start somewhere, and then just start putting down some pillars, just getting a rough idea of what I want this main building to look like. Of course, you could use that other method I showed you, where you lay down the wall, just to get yourself a fairly good idea of what the house is gonna look like. But I think for this little build here, or this little tower in here, I think I'm just gonna do it without that. You can, if you really like that one, you could do it like that, but it gives a little bit extra work. So with these kind of builds, sometimes I do it, sometimes I don't, just like maybe one more. Is it gonna be a square, rectangle? Question. Let's make it into a little rectangle. So like that, then 3 again, And I know this is basically just putting down pillars, guys. This is basically the designing part of the base of this house, if you can say it like that. So take this up a little bit. So something like that is gonna be absolutely fine for now. We need a pillar in here, in the middle here. So something like that, which I don't think that's gonna be very nice, because kind of wanted to have, you know, the little stone bound here around the base, just because you know, in a tower, if some people might get into your tower, it's nice to have some protection down below the house, you know, underneath, so they can't crawl in windows and stuff. No, it's not really needed, but it kind of looks better, I think, if you kind of do it so it compares, you know, to the real world, if you can say it like that. That's just my opinion. Of course, some people might have a different opinion, but you know, that's what I think, so that's what I'm gonna go with, you know. So what we're just doing now is just basically filling in this down part of the building, which is gonna be, again, support, if you can say it like that, for the building. It's the you know, kind of like the concrete that's down below, that's kind of like holding up, it's like stabilizing the building, if you can say it like that. I don't know. Yeah, it looks kind of okay, so maybe if we just do this, take it one higher, and I think that's gonna be very, very good. We could go, let me just do this and I'll show you what I had in mind after that. So that should be good. Then what I was thinking, then right here we could go ahead and delete these. So something like this. Oopsies, deleted the grass, place this in. So right about here somewhere, so just do 2 up, let's say. So 2 up, is that gonna be good? Maybe 1 out more. What I'm basically doing is I'm trying here to create a little, you know, a walkway, if you can say it like that, a little thing here. I'll show you when I'm done. It's trying to make a circle, if I can get to do that. If we then take it a little bit more in. Boom. Sorry for this awkward commentary, guys. I'm just really concentrating here, trying to get this work as good as possible. So maybe something like that. Looks a little bit weird, but we can kind of fix that later on. So that should be pretty nice. Then I think just go ahead and make the way through there. Something like that, maybe, just so we have this little space in here. Down here, go ahead and do slash set, let's say 5 for wooden planks, just for now. So that looks pretty good. Fill in these this grass here. Looks very good. Then are we gonna do some decoration down here as well? We could do, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm gonna do it the same as I did with the walls, just because I want it to look a little bit different. So let's just try something now. Try to do this. Actually, before we do the all the way around, we have to do the decorations on one side, just so we kind of, you know what it's gonna look like. So you know, let's just try to do this a little bit. So make like that, something like that. Take these kind of little bits up and make that. Then can we have 2 windows down here? Is that gonna look good? No, it's not. So go ahead and place that back in. What can we do? What can we do? What can we do? If we make like a double. Yeah, that looks kind of okay. So let's just do that for now. That's gonna look fine. You can always adjust it later if we really don't like it, but it looks kind of okay. So just fill in these stairs. Oh, deleted that. Then fill in the middle pillar. I think goes up to somewhere around there. Up to around there. Yep, perfect. So there we can't unfortunately do anything. Oh, it goes all the way up, see? So it goes all the way up to the top, so that's fine. We'll just change that a little bit. There. Then just go ahead and take it up all the way. And take it all the way. Hope you guys can see here. It's kind of hard for me to place these in as well, so hope it's not too bad. So like that. And just one more here and we should be done placing in this middle pillar. Then just for the slabs, it's basically just gonna do that. Looks fine to me. So does it go there? Let me just check. Yep, I don't want to place it wrong and then have to redo it all the way around. So make sure you get it the right first time. It's a lot easier if you do it the right first time. Just so you don't have to change it, especially with big buildings. You know, if you do it wrong and you have to do it all over again. That's why when you're doing big buildings, it's sometimes nice to, you know, kind of have world edit so you can copy and paste stuff very easily. So if we do this, can we kind of connect this a little bit better? Nah. So let's just place that back in. That looks fine. Let's just keep that for now. Keep that. It's very simple, guys. It's just a very simple decoration there. I don't know if I quite like that, but you know, no, I don't quite like that. I'll just pause the video right here, adjust some few things. I think I'm just gonna delete these corner pillars here and see what I can come up with. You know, this looks kind of weird to me, so I'll just adjust that and come back to you guys. Okay guys, so I did a little bit of testing, if you can say it like that. I'm just gonna keep what I have now and see what I can come up with. You know, it doesn't look too bad, if you can say it like that. It just needs a little bit more adjustments, if you can say it like that, but we can always do that. So I just start doing the little bit of the upstairs here. So that should be good. So right about here somewhere we might have the walls, so something like this. Of course we need the window in the middle, so something like that. Maybe up here we can even can we make it a 3 window? Oh, that's pretty special. I've never had it a 3 window before. It doesn't, for some reason it doesn't really look like this building. Okay, so I got an idea. Let me just go ahead and change this before I build anything else. I'm gonna take the wall and build it exactly like we have it here, and then build this as well. So that's what I'm gonna do, just to make it look a little bit similar, because this looks very different to this, and I don't really want that. So that's what I'm gonna do, I think. So I'll be right back when I'm done, guys. So in these kind of buildings, I was thinking maybe if I just built the whole thing off camera, simply because it's a lot of going back and forth, changing the whole thing. And as I might have noticed that this whole row here, this whole wall might have to be moved about 1 block over, but then this down here doesn't match up. But you know, it's a lot of back and forth, and it's a lot of boring work. So I'm just thinking that maybe it will be better if we just do small progress updates, if you know what I mean. Just like small updates that shows you guys what I've been up to. So this is basically what I'm being up to. Just a quick spin on the inside here. It looks pretty good. We have 2 doors, or two doorways here to go inside the castle. I think it looks very nice here. You know, this little bit here, I think it looks absolutely beautiful. So that's what I've been doing. This has taken about 2 hours or something like that, just because it's a lot of going back and forth. As I said, I changed like a million things over there, and at the start I only built it on the inside, and then that looked kind of weird, so I deleted the whole wall out here and then built it a little bit further out. So you know, that's what I've been up to. I just wanted to give you a little bit quick update because it's been 2 hours now, so I just want to give you this little update. And also, before I end this little cut here, this video might not be as long as usual, simply because this has taken very long, and you know, I'm getting kind of tired in my hands, and my fingers are starting to hurt a little bit from clicking, you know. So that's pretty much everything. I'm just gonna keep building here a little bit and maybe put another floor on this tower, and I'll show you once I'm done. Okay guys, so there we go. Pretty much the whole castle is pretty much finished. It took a lot longer than I thought it was gonna take, simply because I added a lot more details to this castle than I thought I was gonna add. I think it's been about 7 or 8 hours of building since the last cut in the video, so that is how long this castle basically took. And one of the reasons why it took so long was because, as you can see, I changed like a million things. When you guys last saw the castle, I wanted it to have all the way, I wanted this wall basically to be gone, and I wanted the castle to be all the way out, but I changed it back there, so that just wasted a lot of time. And then I built the roof out of stairs, and that looked kind of weird, so I had to change it. And this middle castle I wanted to be bigger, but then I had to make it smaller, you know. So it just took a lot longer because pretty much everything I did, I had to change it. There was not one thing that I didn't change afterwards, just to make it look better. So a little bit of spin on the inside here. Yeah, on the inside it's very simple, nothing too special, just a little staircase. But as you can see, this right here, this ladder is pretty much the only entrance to the second floor, where you're gonna capture the flag or the wool or whatever you want to call it. As you can see, the stair here is a little bit crooked, and this I'm gonna change that in a later stage. But for now, and as you can see, I also need to put in a ladder here, but for now it's pretty good. So up here, this is basically where you're gonna capture the wool. You're gonna destroy this wool here. I destroyed it. I destroyed this little clay here. So that's basically what you're going to destroy. So this is basically the main part of this castle here. So that's when you're going to capture and give it over to your own base. So that's a little bit of tour around here. I'll just give you a little spin here. Also, now we are pretty much done with this. Of course, you can go ahead and add some more detail out here in the front here and on the inside, but you know, sometimes you just have to say stop. I don't want to use any more time on this castle. You know, I've used pretty long time on this, and you know, I could use 8 more hours if I wanted to, but you just have to say stop sometimes. So I'm pretty happy with how this turned out actually. I've also learned, which I already knew, but when you're building these kind of big projects, sometimes you just want to say screw this, I just want to quit, and I can't build it, I can't get it to work. You know, the roof didn't want me to, or the roof didn't, you know, match up. It wasn't equal, and it looks absolutely it looks really bad. You know, it didn't work out for me, and I was about to quit and say screw this series, I can't do this. But then I took a break for about 2 hours or something like that, went back on the computer, and this is basically what it came up with, and it worked out perfectly. So that's just a little tip for you guys. If you ever want to quit a Minecraft project, just take a break off and then get back to it, and it sometimes works out. You just clear your mind and whatever, it just works out. But you know, that is pretty much it. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit that like button and subscribe for more awesome contents. This has been ItzNickers, and I'm out. I'll see you later guys. Take care.